Hello everybody, my name's Paul Tace. In this video we are going to be looking at a quick technique that can take some simple footage and make it look a lot more advanced very quickly. This should help your videos look more dynamic. Let's get started. So what we're going to do is take a simple panning shot like this one. I've also rotated the camera a bit. And then we're going to turn it into a more dynamic shot like this one, where we turn in and zoom in out. Now to actually film this way whilst flying could be quite difficult, and it also lets you control the speed of the zoom. Now for the waterfall shot you saw at the beginning, I used my Mavic Mini, and for the other shots I used my Mini 2. It's worth noting that this worked with the Mavic Air 2 as well, or any drone capable of shooting a resolution higher than 1080p. But I focused on the Minis because they don't have the capability of active track or spotlight like the Mavic Air 2 does. And this will make this shot easier in camera. Now when we're shooting, it's just important to make sure we're shooting on the largest resolution possible, which for your Mini will be 2.7K, and for your Mini 2 will be 4K. So I'm going to be doing this in Premiere Pro, but you can do it very easily in DaVinci Resolve, just following the same steps. All we're going to be using is keyframes with the scale and positioning. So if you are following along in DaVinci Resolve, if you watch the video I've done on the vertigo effect, we're going to be using all the same kind of techniques we have used in this, but in a different way. So if you need more technical help in DaVinci Resolve, you can check out this video in the top right hand corner now, or in the link down below. Okay guys, so the first thing we're going to do is make sure we've got the right sequence settings, or if you're doing this in DaVinci Resolve, just go to project settings, and I'm going to have a look, and I've got it at 1920 by 1080, which is what I want, and I've shot at 24 frames a second, so I'm just checking that that's correct there as well. Now what I've got here is some 4K footage, so when I drop this onto the timeline, where is it? Use this one. It's going to look huge. Now, if this comes up, just make sure you keep existing settings. And there we go. So if I play through now, this is what we've got. But what I want to do is I want to zoom out. So I'm going to now go into Effect Controls, and I'm going to move it into position here. And this is where I want to start. I might actually just move it over a little bit. So there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the key point for the position and scale. And then I'm going to go to the end of the clip. And then from here, I'm just going to scale this. If I'm shooting at 4K, I can just scale it to 50%. And if you shot at 2.7K, you can change it to 71%. And for the position, I'm just going to press the reset button. And there it is in the middle. Now, when we play through this, it gives us that nice smooth motion backwards. Okay, so I'm going to do the same for this clip here. I've already selected the part of the video I want. So originally it looks like this, and as you can see it's just panning across, and I'm slightly turning the drone as well. But I want to start off with the antelope and then reveal the lake. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this down onto the timeline, and I actually want it to focus on these antelope here. So what I'm going to do is again go into Effect Controls. I'm going to move it up and across in the position, and I'm going to hit a keyframe there, and I'm going to hit a keyframe there, and also for the scale. And then I'm going to go to the end where I want it to be fully zoomed out, and I'm going to hit the reset for the position, and I'm going to set the scale to 50%. And there we go. So if I now play through this, I've got it zooming out as I'm moving. And because we've shot in 4K and dropped it onto a 1080p timeline, we're not losing any quality. Okay, so there we go guys, a quick and easy technique we can apply to our drone footage nice and easily. If you found this video useful, hitting that like button is a huge help to me as a creator. And I hope to see you in the next one.